Hi guys, Ricky here, and I'm with Jackknife Seizure. How you guys doing?
Good, thanks.
Good. Lovely sunny day in Camden.
Sunny day in Camden. We're in the corner of a street.
Exactly where you want to be.
Semi-finals. How did you guys start as a band? How did you form? When did you form?
Well, back in 2008, when me and Dave's our last band broke up, we had the idea of starting something else new, and Jackknife Seizure kind of began there back in 2009.
Yeah, we had loads of songs written, but we couldn't really do in the band that we were in at the time.
And then we put that out and gone through the drummer as you do, and like we auditioned a couple, and then Sylvie came along, and completely
Drum genius.
Yeah,
drum genius.
Completely revolutionised what we were thinking of what we need for a drum, and she completely fitted the bill beyond belief, And so we started jamming for like a year or so until Jerry joined us afterwards, like back in 2011.
We all knew each other.
Yeah, we've all known each other. Apart, I guess Sylvie's like the new person, but Jerry we knew from like our old friends' bands and stuff.
Do you feel settled in the band now?
Yeah, definitely.
She joined another band with me and kicked the other drummer out. That's how comfortable she is.
Good to hear. How does a track start for you guys? Where's the creative flow come from?
I guess usually, like Mick and Dave will have some sort of song, sort of written, or they got riffs, or they've got a basic structure, and that gets brought into the rehearsal room. And we'll just really have a go at it. Really,
yeah,
just
we just mess around with it.
just talk around it, and things change. The more you play it organically.
It is quite organic, the process, yeah. I mean, like a lot of times we do have just like me and Dave have written the entire track from beginning to end, every single part, thinking, yes, this flows perfectly, and then we bring it into the room, and then all of a sudden the other inputs come and get involved, and it kind of changes a little bit. But we keep it organic in the sense that it's allowed to be changed. We don't want to make it too.
We've never had a bad jam. We're not the best band in the world.
No,
We've never had a bad jam.
Yeah, we seem to have all found ourselves in the right wavelength.
Yeah,
all our frequencies are now aligned.
It's really good to have that kind of bond.
No thought.
It's a free for all. There's no pressure.
It's beautiful.
Just to get this track done by today.
Yeah. We just play. We don't put any pressure on us to sort of have to write this or have to do this or now this song needs. We just let things happen.
That's sometimes the best way, isn't it, to make it take its natural course, and then it comes out with what it should be.
Yeah, because often when you rush things, it just it doesn't end up how you want it to.
I've got a question for you guys. You guys used some pyrotechnics in your previous. Now, how did you tell me about that?
Sylvie's been following Satan for quite a.
She just called upon the Lucifer and.
That's actually.
I need to actually clarify what happened. These guys came on stage and a fire lit under the stage, so it was pretty cool. But that was song and a half in, and
we had one friend that usually comes to a gig and will do this. We're at the gig, maybe do that. And he was right at the front going, yes, let yourself go, man. He was like trying to tell us, you're going to burn. You're going to burn.
I don't know sign language for fire.
We thought it was like the world's shittest smoke machine at first, because it's just trickling up, this is rubbish shit.
I was really into the whole thing.
Yeah, so we just carried on going.
I didn't know this.
We had all stopped, everyone,
and
the thing is, carried
when
on.
the fire was on, we got off stage, everyone just looked at it. There was a fire going, everyone was like, it
is a fire.
I've heard about it, but I've never seen one before.
Some guy trying to put it out with some water, we were like,
that was
was it beer? Well, that was fine. Hopefully that won't happen tonight.
Or maybe, hopefully, it was a good omen. It was a good omen.
We still managed to get somewhere with just song and half, so it's not too bad.
That was part of your journey. Tell us how you heard about Melts the Masses and how you feel about making it so far.
Well, we heard about it, I think, the way a lot of other people did, and there was all like kinds of things on Facebook and stuff on the net. We just thought we'd give it a go. And
we've never really done competition events before. We thought, right, we'll just. Just see what happens. We put our name down and see whether we get picked to play a beat, and then whether it goes anywhere.
Especially because it's quite kind of local to what we're doing anyway.
So
It's not much of a. Because it's always an issue when you go and do a gig far away.
Yeah.
Equipment and everything, and getting people to come. It seems a little bit easier here. So you've got that little bit of an advantage over there.
And what material do you have out at the moment for people to check out?
We've got a few demos online at the moment, but we're still currently getting our first initial EP mixed and mastered at the moment. It's a 4-track EP basically, but that should be hopefully out in the next few months or so, depending on how far we get through with the...
Stuck in mixing and mastering limbo.
Yeah, but we recorded this last year in August, so and when we did the recording then, we thought we would have it ready for Christmas.
Okay, yeah.
That didn't happen.
So it's in the making. So
it's still in the making.
It's coming. It's coming.
But there is music out there. Like we have got stuff on our website, and
we've been giving away CDs.
Yeah, we've got loads of free CDs tonight. We're going to just hand out to people. It's again just a two-track demo. Yeah.
Cool. And what do you think of the other bands on the bill?
It's just amazing quality.
A lot of talent.
Say what everybody else is saying. It's just
it's
such
high quality.
It sounds like we're all going like, when you see X Factor things, you really don't get on. They're all like, no, we became brothers like in 2 games. But it is a little bit like that because they are nice people.
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
I think that's probably like the last scene of the thing to do that more. It's not necessarily competition, it's more about brotherhood, and supporting each other. And when people come in, when people come in to support every heat, these are doing something weird in the background.
Oh no, here it comes.
I'll join you. Let's go across the streams.
Let's say good luck to you guys.
Thanks, man.
And thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks a lot.
Epic pod piece.
Opensight, and they're going to tell us how they started. So, where did you guys form, and how did you guys come about?
We've been playing together for around 2 years. The band started in South America. I hooked up with Jen, moved to London, and Danny came as a sort of a miracle. Very enthusiastic. Very enthusiastic about the band and the kind of thing we were doing. And he was already friends with Red here, and they've been playing together for a bit. So we brought him into the picture, and we've been happy ever since.
So, guys, what materials do you have out at the moment, or what are you working on?
We have an EP which is not new, but it's our latest one. It's called The Voice of Nothing. You can download it for free at Opensight.com. 5 songs. We play all of them live.
So you guys was on the radio that day. How did that go?
That was alright. It was a different experience, but it was good to sort of get the name out there, speak to Reverend Eddie over at TBFM. Yeah, it was a good experience really overall.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it's just sitting down talking about music. It's fantastic. Yeah.
So tell us your journey through Melts and Masses, how you heard about it and how you come to the semi-final. So what's about?
We actually played the same thing last week, which wasn't quite so good. Yeah, we didn't have actually that many expectations at all coming in, but we've just been absolutely blown away by how much enthusiasm and maybe how brilliantly arranged, great bands. Absolutely loved playing it. The fact that we keep getting through.
It's a good feeling. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've been overwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
What do you think of the understand that the other bands are doing.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah. I mean, and that's one of the things that is very for us. It's really encouraging, being able to share the stage with bands that there's a variety of bands, but the things that we have in common in terms of the passion and the drive is really strong.
Yeah, we always try to push each other off, with other bands, which is great, and we always, want to be on top of things, obviously, and it's been a great experience so far, absolutely, yeah.
So what can we expect from Opensight in the future?
Yeah.
Ooh, lots of things.
we are working on new material. We've got some stuff in pipeline that we're recording. Hopefully, first lot of that will be fairly soon, in the next few months at least, and a bigger EP sometime later. Other than that, just
more gigs, gigging around, and that's their fun. That's their fun at the end of the day.
Hopefully get through to the finals. That's the immediate mission.
Even if not.
Yeah, long term or short term.
We've hooked up with these bands now. Hopefully, we'll do some more, play with them more.
It's kind of like the beginning of something really good.
And also, with the metal community, metal bands, it's not necessarily about competition. It's about just playing.
Absolutely, it's like a community thing.
Making gigs together.
Metal to Masses is prime evidence of that. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Well, on that note, good luck, and we'll see you guys in the future.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Woo! Rock on.
Rock on. Thanks a lot, man.
See you soon.
Cool, thanks a lot.
Cheers. Hi guys, Ricky here, and I'm with Sumo. How are you guys doing?
Very well, thank you.
Good. So we'll start from the bottom, beginning rather. How did you guys form, and how was your journey forming as a band?
It was a long way back. So we formed up in about 2010, and Ian wasn't originally in the band, but he bribed us enough. He got in. So we were basically an instrumental band for like a bunch of years, and we were sort of formed from two of the local bands from our old hometown in Hampshire, Surrey, and those bands split up. We kind of got together, started jamming instrumental stuff. Ian joined like maybe a year later, and that's when Sumo really started. So it's been a while. Yeah.
Your journey been from Metal to Masses so far, from how you heard about it all from today?
We heard about it from, actually Jim and I we went up in the competition a couple of years ago.
All of us were, I think.
Yeah, I think maybe Maya did as well, the original bands that we were all in together. Got ourselves forward. I think Sinuism, we went out in the first round. Twice. Did we?
Twice. Through to the semis, I think.
Mike got through the semis, okay, yeah, they're better than us. Since then, having joined these guys, got together, saw the opportunity. I think Tim entered us into the competition. Thought it was a good thing to do, despite being not necessarily the most metal Bloodstock type band to go through to the festival, but we thought, it's an amazing opportunity to try, to get to Bloodstock that we've looking forward to play.
Regardless of differences between competitions before to this one in particular.
I think back then it was typically very metal, straight down the line, sort of
different area
bands,
well.
and we've seen a few of those kind of bands, but in this competition it's definitely a lot more different kind of styles coming through, like a little more like us, a bit more sort of progressive rock kind of stuff. And it hasn't just been straight down the line metal kind of bands, which has been nice. So to see sort of different styles
Also,
getting to this stage which has been nice. So,
and also everyone's so nice as well. Like other competitions you get, and people are cool, but they don't help each other out. And, everyone's very complimentary and very supportive of each other. So it's like it has that kind of sort of almost family atmosphere.
What do you think of the other bands that we've been competing against?
They've all been
great.
Pretty awesome.
We're friends with Opensight, and we're like them a lot.
There's a bunch of bands. I mean, the thing with London bands is that everyone knows each other. So we're on a label called Wild Art Records, and it's kind of like an indie collaborative thing. And like the guy who set it up knows a bunch of dudes who know people in Beneath Dead Waves who played in the last round as well. So we've got friends coming down to support both of us, and I don't know how the fuck they're voting, but double voting.
Interrogating
Need the UN to check the votes, right? But, so it's cool, everyone in London is already a little community, and there's a bunch of these kind of festivals going on all over the place. Everyone does them in a different way, right? This is probably the best that we've been in because they're just so good about how they organise it. It's all really laid back but really pro still.
And Mick's awesome. He's just like a really lovely guy. He just sorts it out.
Lots of
bands. There he is. There, I can see.
The standard of bands as well is just like all of the bands have been great. Like massively diverse, which is wicked.
It's good to see other bands supporting other bands as well.
Definitely.
It's been a theme across all the interviews I've been doing. Everyone seems to get along with each other, and it's not necessarily like competition.
We just treat it as another gig. If you go through it,
you can't think, I need to play a little bit better tonight. You just play.
You can't do more than what you've got in the bag. So you just do what you
don't hold it up strategically.
I don't think that's
every fucking time,
really.
What material do you have out at the moment, or what are you working on?
We got a couple of stuff. We're basically a couple of stuffs. We're working on an album at the moment, which we've been doing since November last year. That's going to be out. We're going to have a single out in the next month. And then after that we're going to release the album maybe a month and a half, couple of months later. We're doing our single launch in the Lexington at the beginning of July. So so check our Facebook page if you need to find out the dates for that. I can't remember right now. So so we're doing all that stuff. We haven't got a bunch of gigs sorted out at the moment. It's just trying to nail the album. And prior to that, we released one single year, like maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's a track called Veins, which is kind of like it's been our flagship really in terms of what we've had out there, because we were doing an EP and kind of stopped doing it after a while and decided we were doing it all ourselves, like mixing, recording, all that shit ourselves. So we're like, okay, we need to stop this because we need someone to do that who can take a step back from us, kind of thing, and suggest some stuff. So we've done that recently with a guy called Sean Douglas at Fish Factory Studios, which has been fucking amazing. All analog tape recording and stuff. Sounded good.
We're rolling over here.
Rolling.
Okay, on a different note, do you have a message for for future fans, for the fans you haven't already?
Ian's number is 079.
He's trying to offer out one number, but he can never remember it. So.
No, I can't remember.
That's probably good. Oh man, to be fair, over the last few weeks being in the competition, we've had quite a lot of new fans come onto our Facebook page. That's the only way really you've got to sort of gauge where you're going with this stuff. You get a few more likes and it's that's nice. But it's been cool having done been in the competition. We've got loads more new fans, loads of people sort of messaging us, other bands. Do you want to do a gig? Yeah, wicked. So that's been super cool. But message to other bands. Like
bands, fuck it.
And bands and fans.
I would say totally.
Wait until
all you need to do, fucking these scenes, listen to music. You fucking like the music, that's fine. None of us like one genre of music, and to to be honest, if you like music, like that's what we're there for. You know, we're not like too niche to be like hardcore metal, you know, death metal. We don't do any pig squealing that I cannot do. I've never been able to fucking do it. I'm
And thanks for supporting.
Yeah. Thanks for
Well,
yeah, we're shit without that.
On that note, I'd like to say good luck and I'll see you soon.
Thank you very much for your
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers, bro.
Cheers, man.
Thanks. Thank you. My friend. Semi-finals, how you guys doing?
Doing alright, we hope so.
So let's start at the beginning. Where did you guys start? How did you form as a band?
Well, you started, I think, about 3.5 years ago, probably.
We started about
Camden.
even longer than that, so because we've been together for about 3 years, and I was a new edition 3 years ago, so I'd say 4 or 5 years maybe.
Yeah.
Since you guys started making some music.
Anyway, me, Danny, and Luis started playing together at the beginning, just putting some ideas together, and then we tried it. We needed a solid drummer. There was that fourth piece that we're looking for, and then trying to steal Ozzy from Breed 77.
It's funny because we all met in a different circumstance. We all met at the bar industry, behind the bar, working as bartenders. You know.
Those are things
rock and roll, different style of rock and roll life, and we ended up playing the band together. I used to play in a different band before called Breed 77. You might have heard of them, and we're still great friends of them, and we're still good fans as well. I love those guys, the music they do. And unfortunately, these guys came over and they were better, and they told me, "Please don't show it to them." I'm joking. No, they're amazing. And but yeah, that's pretty much the story. Do you have out at the moment? We've got an album called Spot to the Worms. It's 12 songs that kick ass, and we have also some new surprises. We're working on the new album already. We've got an acoustic release which we will be telling you about very soon, and we've also got a surprise cover of one of the biggest influences for this band as well, which we'll also be revealing soon.
And the new video, don't mind saying, that's probably the most important bit, because we've been working on this video for a long time, and it's finally
come together.
Yes. So that's probably the most exciting thing so far.
How's your journey from Milk to Masses been so far, from how you found out about it to tonight?
Well, as one word, it's been very humble, less competitive. We thought it'd be more competitive. Bands, you know, not willing to share shit.
But everyone's actually like really cool with each other. Like, everyone's really easygoing. They help each other out. It's just not.
You
like
still want to kick their
aggressive.
asses?
Yeah, of course. Like, nice to meet you. I hope you lose.
No, very supportive.
By me.
Very inspiring as well. Sorry. Very inspiring, you know, to find yourself in a platform with a lot of bands around you that
we're trying to do the same thing as you are.
Yeah.
And just as good or even better sometimes, you know, like you truly get blown away sometimes when you get to see these bands. You know?
How would you describe your sound to people who haven't heard you before?
Energy, balls in your face, no bullshit, heavy fucking metal, groovy.
I was going to say groovy, but he's
a little bit progressive. We've got very melodic as well. I think it's easy for people to digest. You know, as heavy as we may or may not sound, we have a style of music which is pretty original
to this band, you know, and it's quite easy to digest, I believe. The style of songs that we've come up with and the edge that we're trying to give to the music, it's actually, you know, surprisingly, a lot of people tend to dig it that aren't really into necessarily so much into the heavier side of metal or rock and roll. They can appreciate it, you know. We've got some ballads in the album as well, like Forsaken or Insanity, Time, you know, that go more into the progressive side of things. So even my sister can listen to that, my girlfriend, and that's like my mom.
You gotta please your girlfriend.
Yeah, just to round it off, just say good luck, and do you have any final messages for the people out there? Now's the opportunity.
Well, please do check our new video coming up, Dynamite Saint, and go to our Facebook websites.
www.reverted.co.uk. If you're into the whole merchandise thing, t-shirts, wristbands, all the CD and artwork and all of that, signed CD, you can buy it at reverted.bigcartel.com.
And if you've never been to Metal and Masses, come down and enjoy a good night.
Please do so. Please do.
That's it.
Great. Well, thanks very much.
Thanks
Good
very
luck.
much, guys.
Nice one. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Ricky here, and I'm with Miranda from Terrorizer. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. What about you?
I'm very well.
Glad to hear it.
We are here at the semi-final, Metal to the Masses. How are you feeling?
Okay, it's been a long day, I'm a bit tired, looking forward to going home to bed.
You're obviously the judge for tonight, guest judge. And what is a good attribute of a band?
They should have good material, they should work hard, and they should play and play and play and play. They should practice and rehearse and do as many shows as possible.
So what would you say is a trait that a band shouldn't do, or what's a big no-no with a band?
Not very good material, and they're expecting the world to go out and worship them. And I think also bands now have to have reasonable expectations. Even now I talk to people, it's like we've got a record deal and their eyes glaze over and they think to themselves, well, I can see them thinking, they're thinking, oh yeah, we've made it. This means doors carrying coke and all sorts of other things that you would have found at a Queen party in the 1980s or something like that. And I don't like that anymore. It's a couple of cans of warm beer and your travel expenses until you make it. Yeah. That's the way things are. It's tough for everyone.
So it can't be that being prima donnas too early is just like, it's not how it works.
Being prima donnas is not good.
Yeah.
It's not good to be a diva in this business because we're all doing it for the same thing.
How's your experience of Metal to the Masses been so far? Obviously, the band goes on to Bloodstock. What should that mean to the band?
What it would probably mean to the band is what happens to all bands. You say, yes, we're opening for Slayer, or we're opening for Emperor, and it's like, well, you play Bloodstock in the same year as Emperor, and it's not quite the same as opening it. Having said that, it is a great festival. Although you've got, like, how many thousand people there? 10,000 people or so at the festival. It's got a really good atmosphere. It's got the best atmosphere of any festival really that we deal with. That and Damnation are the two festivals that I really enjoy most of all. And although it is a larger festival, it's got a real small festival or small show feeling to it. It's very much in touch with the roots of metal in this country, and I think that's good.
From a Terrorizer perspective, what do you guys do for upcoming bands and emerging bands?
try to give them encouragement, we try and listen to their music, we try and give them exposure. There's a lot of material out there, a lot of music being made. Unfortunately, not all of it good. People just got to keep at it. We try and allow bands to get their music out there and to connect the bands to their audience. There are so many other ways that they can do it, as well. If a band wants to make their music available, they should use every single avenue available.
Would that be the biggest piece of advice you would give to them?
Do everything. Make your music easy to find and easy to play, and be prepared to give it away. And don't insist that people like your Facebook page before they can play your music.
I think on that note, let's say thanks very much for your time.
Pleasure.
Much
Lovely to talk to you.
And we'll see you in the future.
Lovely, thank you.
Going through tonight to join Dark Eye. Nobody cheered. And Violent Offender on the 1st of June, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully, well, we will be one of those bands will go through to play Bloodstock Open Air. But there's loads of bands that I won't slag off because Miranda's standing next to me and she'll write bad stuff about me in Terrorizer, so I'll be good. Ladies and gentlemen, what I usually do is wind you up forever and not tell you the result. And everyone gets pissed off with that. So, making an exception tonight, I'm going to do exactly the same thing and just take my time. Right, who's going to Bloodstock anyway? No, wait. We're all adults here. You don't have to put your hand up politely. Right, let's go and toilet and stuff. I said, who's going to Bloodstock anyway? And which band do you want to see at Bloodstock the most? Right, all I heard was Arsenal and the fucking Tweenies. I don't know what you're talking about. Fuck it, 2 words. Jackknife Seizure. That was a bit butter clenching. Well done, Jackknife Seizure. I'm going to say this, guys, and I've said this for every year in the competition. The bands that don't go through doesn't mean to say you're shit, doesn't mean to say anything apart from you're not ready for Bloodstock on this occasion. You've all been superb, it's been a great standing band throughout the competition, and all you lovely punters have been great as well. So, just bear that in mind, I will be booking 99% of the bands that play from Melton and Masses London, I will be booking them for other shows. Anyway, without further ado, we are very honoured to have in our presence the amazing, the wonderful, the chicks in the post, ladies and gentlemen, from Terrorizer Magazine, Miranda Yardley.
Would you like to know who has won this heat? The band who won this heat is Suma.
Thank you very much, Brandon. Thank you for coming down. We will all buy Terrorizer now because we feel obliged to. No joking. I'll read it in the library. Alright, guys, thank you very much. Well done to Suma and to Jackknife Seizure. Unlucky to the other 2 guys. Please carry on supporting the competition. Even when it's over, we're going to do this shit. Have a beer. See you hopefully in 2 weeks' time. Cheers.
Here with Suma, you guys are through to the final.
Yes!
Oh, yeah, surprisingly.
Happy as Larry, didn't expect that.
No, sure.
So yeah, super happy with that.
It was so close, but I think that that's just well done. I mean, but yeah, how are you going to prepare for the final?
Potentially a new song in the bag. Yeah, it's one that's pretty close, and we're kind of hoping to roll it out for the final now. So,
that's true for everyone.
Yeah, so it's just going to be usual rehearsals and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, How do you feel about the other band that went through?
They're awesome,
man. Fucking hell, such awesome guys. These dudes here, awesome.
Thoroughly nice guys.
Like,
awesome band.
we hadn't heard them before they played, or I hadn't heard them before they played. I tend to not try and look at the competition through, you know, not through disrespect or anything like that. Just to not.
It's nice for you to be surprised.
Exactly.
You know, just go along.
And
no expectations.
I stood down the front for Jackknife Seizure, and man, they smashed me away. Like, they were amazing. This young lady.
Just bring the guys in now.
Let's go.
For the guys who went through.
Awesome. Please you. Sorry, those guys. Sorry. But yeah, they're fucking amazing. Young lady drummer, she's just wow. We were smashed away. Oh, I was anyway. Totally. Wow.
Good luck on the final. See you in 2 weeks.
Thank you so much, man. Cheers.
Cheers, dude. You're at Jackknife Seizure. You guys are through to the next round. How are you feeling?
Fucking amazing.
We are all the Dutch courage.
Can't believe it.
So, how are you going to prepare for the final?
Well, we didn't think we'd get in final, if we're honest.
Yeah.
We really didn't. This was our final.
We're going to have to
that's
think
why
of
we
something.
played our asses out. So we'll just have to get new asses and play them out. Have a few curries round mix.
What do you think of the other guys who played tonight?
Amazing. Yeah,
that's why it's so unpredictable.
Because we were on last as well, so we had these three go before us. It was like, are we really going to go through it?
Oh no, I didn't think we were at all.
The band was super tight.
They were like, it was like watching the other bands that were going to win this. It really was, wasn't it?
Yeah, because they sounded.
We were upstairs like this.
Yeah, we were all sitting there like, oh shit, this has got to be a good one, guys. This has got to be a good one.
Well done, and look forward to seeing you in the final. Nice work. Congrats. Well deserved. Thank you.